Just about ready. The starter has the button. The lights are flashing. An eventful prelude, and they're racing. Got out of the gates well via Monte. First to get going though, Lexington City, and also Tad Weir away sweetly. Up there, Cold Chisel. Lexington City's going to lead and just jog trot them early on. And over on the outside then, caught 3 wide is Le Grand Amour as they'd settle down as Cold Chisel drifts back into the field, and the Filly Hoyan last of all. And they're just hacking along really here at the 550. Well, Carberry is getting it all his own way in this short course sprint aboard Lexington City. Lexington City brings them to the turn from the former Victorian Tad Weir. Viamonte follows Lexington City down to the turn. Running fourth, Cold Chisel. Le Grand Amour dropped off, and back with it is Hoyan. Lexington City livened up in front when tested by Tad Weir. They drop off Viamonte. 175 to go. Lexington City with a kick. A length and a half in front. Tad Weir, Viamonte, but Lexington City, it dominated from the word go and is running away. Went home to score on the bridle. Lexington City scored from Tad Weir, Viamonte, and then Cold Chisel fourth in a gap, Hoyan, and back behind those, a long last is the rank outsider, Le Grand Amour. Well, it was all too easy for Lexington City and Patrick Carberry. 58.95, but for the 1,000 metres there, they just seem to be absolutely coiled up in front. He was travelling so easily. Had Tad Weir there up running second. Dropped it off halfway down the running. Viamonte was following on the rails. Could do no better. And it was Lexington City that pulled away from them in the late stages. A great result here for part owner Ronnie Sayers, celebrating a 70th birthday. Of course, the naming of that race, the last event today. And the City plays 3-year-old out of Kentucky, Lass. Part owned by Ron Bavasic, A. Wurgitina, T. Bailey, M. De Freitas, S. Simic. Trained by Simon Miller, Patrick Carberry in the saddle. 33.45. The last 600 made it almost impossible for those behind it to make any real ground. It won by a length and a half. A long head second and third. Tad Weir, number 3, second in by Written Tycoon from Zam Zam. Prepared by Chris and Michael Ganjemi, and its WA debut. Brad Parnham in the saddle. Chris Parnham aboard Viamonte, trained by Dan Morton by Street Boss out of Busy Miss, but had a pretty eventful lead up going into the second for its return to racing here this afternoon. So those numbers are 6, 3, 2 and 5. 6, 3, 2, 5 after the running of the second. The third event on the card, the Bellis Racing Stables Plate, over 1,100. 7, It's a Trap. 8, Profit Pocket are the scratching. 7 and 8. A field of 8 running in the next on the card at 120 as Simon Miller joins us down in the yard here. Another victory for the stable here coming up this week, and certainly in very good form at the moment too is Lexington City. That's 2 wins, 2 placings from 4 runs this campaign, Britt.
It is good performance by Lexington City. Simon Miller joins me. Simon, you said it best just then. You said painless viewing, and that's exactly what that was.
Yeah, it was. It was. It looked that way on paper. We'd probably get a soft lead, and it eventuated that way. And when he got away with Murder, he was always going to quicken up pretty good because he's starting to take his track work to the races. So he's come a long way, this guy. Proud of how far he's come. He's still got a lot from a mental point of view to come on, but geez, he's got an engine. He's getting that much better behind the scenes, and the riding was on the wall last start when he nearly got the job done against some really handy horses.
Say, proud of how far he's come. Can you give us a comparison to what he was like at the start to see the progress that he has made?
Yeah, well, he's by City Place, so we knew what we're in for when we bought him at the sales. He took two and a bit preps or goes to get broken in to start with, and Tash did a lot of work on him behind the scenes, and his first gallop ever at Belmont, he ended up, and I thought he was going to end up in the Optus Stadium. He veered off and ran off, and it was like, oh dear. So we just had to keep educating him and holding him, and I think in time we'll be able to ride him like a horse, but at the moment, while he's fast, just let him run and don't try and overcomplicate it, but he's got an engine, so he's just a rat, like, you know, we've nabbed a Saturday race now, and with your bonus scheme, you walk away with a lot of money. So, and a little birthday present for Ronnie as well. So hopefully Ronnie's sitting up at home and it gives him a little bit of a smile.
That's it. Happy 70th, of course, to Ronnie. There is a race, the last race named after him as well. Hey, we're looking forward to race number 5. You're very well represented. You'll be busy saddling them up the back, but mostly we're looking forward to seeing It's a Ray Day. How is he?
Yeah, he's really good, Brittany. He's improved from last prep. He's still got a lot of room to move fitness-wise. I haven't wound him cranked right into him yet. He goes that quick at home that, like, how quick do you have to go to get him fit? So I'll let each race bring him on, which it will today, but he's going really well, coming off a good trial. He's come on since. Tuesday's gallop was just insane, which is what he can do, and it looks like a perfect first up run for him.
You've got Leewar and Separate as well. Can you run the trifecta?
Leewar definitely will. Well, I think she can, you know, you forget her first up run outside the lead wasn't the ideal spot. Took her back to the trials just to reset. I was originally I thought we'd win that and then go into the Northern Sprint. That's how good she's going, but she's high class filly. It's going to have to take on a stabber. Sebaray, I think he'll need further, but I've got to reprogram him. So if I can just find a bit of cover and switch him off and let him hit the line, then that'll be mission accomplished.
Well done on this win here, and hopefully we're speaking later.
Thank you.
There is Simon Miller there after the win of Lexington City, and painless viewing, as Simon called it, straight to the top, and ran away in the finish. Paddy Carberry off the scales, and he's catching up with Scott.
Yes, we'll grab Paddy for a word too. He's pretended like he didn't see us there, but I'm sure he did. He'll pull the mask down and we'll get a word on Lexington City. He's just checking out the knot because it's probably like this guy, ever improving that knot. But Paddy, on debut, we talked to you about this horse and you said he was a weird little guy. Is he getting better or is he getting less weird? Is he getting more mature? What's going on?
He's still weird, but because I know him well, maybe he doesn't come across as weird. Maybe that's what people think about me, I don't know.
And he seems like he's improving start to start as well, in his manners, in his mentality, in everything he does.
Yeah, he certainly is. He can turn it on every now and again. A couple of times behind the barriers, I'm not sure what he's seen, maybe a brim jumping out of the water, but he sort of takes off for a few strides, but at least he comes back now, whereas before he used to take off and just get out of there. So, yeah, his manners are getting better. You know, he's a genuine horse that, although he's a bit scared and a bit weird, he's actually very tough. I think he's got quite a good amount of toughness in him, which is you know, what you hope they've got. And yeah, I think the more he continues to learn, you know, about relaxing and just chilling out and taking it all in, I think he will just keep getting better.
I think the word Simon used was giggling. Just how cheap were you getting it out there?
He was getting it quite cheap. He just wanted to over-race a touch, just travel through the bridle a little bit more than what I wanted, but in comparison to how he has been sort of previous preps, he's going a lot better.
Nothing wrong with being a little weirdo. Well done, Paddy.
Cheers, mate.
You'd know, Scott. Paddy Carberry, Simon Miller, they combine with Lexington City, who takes out race number 2.